Hello everybody, my name is Xetiglo and welcome to Balloons Tower Defense Battles Assault Mode Club Battle Bonanza style. Alright guys, so Balloons Tower Defense Battles, I'm going to explain this now. Balloons Tower Defense Battles is a very simple game where basically you use monkeys to pop balloons and try not to die, whatever. And if balloons get to the other side of the field, you lose a heart if it's the most basic one. And it gets progressively harder as the game goes on, so you have to use more. You have to upgrade your monkeys and stuff and whatever. And in this game mode, this type of battle, money is earned way faster. There's a little green number in the top that has an arrow pointing up, and that says $500. That's what's called eco. That's actually doubled the number on a regular bet game, which is 250 is a regular game on it. And so the point is that basically you have to spend money to be able to get your monkeys, or towers as they're called, and then you spend money to get them or whatever. And eco, the green number, is how much you make like every 15 seconds or whatever, I think it is. And so you can raise that green number by sending eco, which I don't do for actually a long time here because of my farms, which are the things that you can see here in the red part there, or the red circle, or then it turns to green, then I place it, whatever. I am late game, please. If you look at the top, I'm on this side next to my face. This is actually my own side. And those little green tree things that are spitting out bananas, those are farms. That's what they're called. They're called farms. They basically each banana gives me a ton of money, or whatever, and that's their place's eco as well. And so you can send balloons to try and beat the person, or you can build up a huge defense to try and not lose. Which that's what me and this other guy are doing. We're playing late game, as it's called. Which late game means that we're gonna play the game until the game itself defeats us by sending balloons or whatever. Unfortunately, in this battle, I lose because of my bonus tower. He has super monkeys, which are the best tower you can have, which I could have used that instead of subs and hoped for it, or used that instead of ninjas and hoped for a better bonus. I was hoping I was going to get a better bonus than a mortar team, than a mortar, so that's fine. I blame my bonus for my loss because I was doing better money-wise than this guy, and placement of my towers wise. It's just the fact he had super monkeys is the only reason I lost this, is because I didn't have enough power to win in the end of this. So this is actually a really long game, because of the fact we both kind of know what we're doing. For once, a lot of times I play against people that don't know what they're doing. So I actually disconnect from my internet at this point, and I'm like, oh, come on, I'm using my data. I'm using my cellular data to play this game. And so, there's no reason that I should have disconnected right there. And I actually disconnect a few more times, and he disconnects a few times as well. So, it's just a weird thing. But we end up getting a ton of money very quickly here. So by around 14 or whatever, I'm making mass bank. Like, it's ridiculous. He has more farms. He has more plantations than me, which they're the little building thing, farm looking styles or whatever. But now I'm caught up to him. Plus, I have an extra farm than him, so that's an advantage for me. So then I believe I actually sell my 5th farm. Or no, I build that to that point, and then once I start getting factories, because I'll get a factory first, I believe. Oh yeah, that's right. He never had any. Um, Ooh, I could have easily beaten him now that I think about. Oh wait, he had wizard. That's it. That's right. That's why I didn't send any camos to beat him. But I did try sending the most powerful balloon in the end to beat him. They just didn't come out fast enough. They weren't good enough to help me, so didn't do any good. And there's my first factory right there. So now I'm making a huge amount per the boxes there, because I have the valuable bananas and because of the fact that it's already just enough as is. So now I have 2 factories. He's just got his first. Now there's my 3rd, and he's still on his first. I'm about ready to get my 4th before he even gets his 2nd. And right there's all my money. there's my next farm, and I believe I considered getting that one, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna sell this and just go start building up my defense because I can see the game is starting to send a lot more powerful balloons and couldn't do anything without it. So then you can see as of right here, I'm starting to build more submarines in the center where that water is. And then I actually make a mistake right there, and I'm actually not able to place another sub, and I should be able to send 5. So I should be able to place 5 in the center. So you see I sell 2, and I try and make sure I get this right this time. Collect all my bunches of boxes, get a ton of money. Then I'm like, before I upgrade this, make sure I get all 5 in. And I do it. I'm like, are you kidding? I messed up. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, I didn't. Because I saw that little line. I was like, okay, come on. I know you're there. And I'm like, dang it. There it is again. Nope. Oh, oh, there it is. And I get it placed. And I'm like, boxes, get out of the way. And I start upgrading all of them. Boom, boom. And I'm like, okay, screw this. First strike abilities away. Basically, I can pop the most powerful balloon instantly. But those have cooldown effects too. So I'm like, okay, we need to have more popping power up there. So now we just get our next thing up there. And then everything is good. Now we're doing a little bit better defensive-wise than him. And so I continue building up my defenses. Then I have another disconnection. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I reconnect. It takes a second to stop. And then he has a disconnection immediately following. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then this had worked out, and then it like stopped it, and then that went on. Later on, it almost doesn't go down through the countdown timer, and I was like, are you kidding me? I was like so salty. I almost left the game as soon as I saw him place the super monkey because I'm like, okay, I'm doomed at this point because I can't, because you simply cannot defend better. There's one tower that does better than the super monkey, as long as you have something to very good following, like ninjas or wizards or boomerangs, as long as you have camo detection as well. As if you have no camo detection, you're screwed. Submarines can take away camo, as well as engineers, so that's a little bit of a bonus thing you can use and take advantage of that effect. I didn't use any reactor subs, which is the one that take away camo, because there was going to be no need, because I have a ton of ninjas, and ninjas pop or take away or destroy camos as is, so I didn't need to worry about that. And so I'm like, okay, I have a ton of ninjas here. I think I'm okay to defend. And so I'm like, all right, let's just try and get a mortar, because I've actually not used a mortar in a multiplayer game like this. And then so I get that, and I'm like, oh, oops, I set that wrong. So I reset that to right there. I don't know why I set that there. That was a poor choice. I disconnect a third time. Now, if I disconnect again, I'm out of it automatically. So I'm like, come on. He disconnects behind me again. And I'm like, holy shit. Man, that was like crazy. So then I'm like, I'm just have to decide between which side to go on, because I don't really ever use mortars. I actually have only used mortars in Boons TD5 at that point. I still didn't see the point of them. And so I set that one up a little bit differently, and I go try the other side just to see what happens. I'm like, what do I do now? So I get another one, and I'm like, let's see what happens with this. Keep going with it. I'm like, I'll get 4 of these. Why not? And I just try to decide which way I go, and I go with the same thing as the last mortar. I'm like, alright, I need to have a second one of the ability side, just because the ability of a mortar is actually pretty decent, actually. So I get that there. I'm not seeing anything else that's going to be significant, other than if you notice on his side there, I actually just noticed that now. I didn't notice it in the middle of the game, but he has a 5th farm, 5th factory right there, which I'm sure he did that because to take advantage of having more money than me. But he doesn't realize the fact that that money isn't gonna do me any good. The money I have now, I don't ever need anything. Like if I sold all my farms and I got rid of all my eco, I wouldn't need any more because I have so much money right now and I can't make any more subs. The mortars aren't gonna do enough damage, so all I can do is just sit there and make ninjas. And so that's my entire screen will pretty much entirely become filled with ninjas here in just a second by the time this is over. So right now, here's going to be the first Moabs of the game. So, and I get lucky right there. I get all those ninjas done there before the Moab comes out, I believe. Unless I missed the Moab beforehand. There it is. Both of us easily destroy them. It's no big deal. So now I'm trying to fit more of my ninjas in there because I know I can fit 6 ninjas in that center there if you do it correctly. And it is very, very tight space on that there too. Just like the subs in the center right next to where I'm placing ninjas currently. And you can just see all the boxes like there, right there. And I'm like, alright, come on, ninja. You need a place so I can collect my money that I don't need anymore. Like, I can see it there, and I just can't get it to stick. Place. And I'm like, yay! Finally got it placed. And then I go for the other side of it, which is the last remaining 3. You have to be very careful on your placement. So you can see there, he can't fit a 5th sub there, and he doesn't... And I don't know if he was trying to or not, but I imagine he's probably thinking, what the heck, how did you get 5 subs in there and not me? If he did try and he was unsuccessful in doing so. But you can see there, he could have gotten way more super monkeys in there than he did. And I actually believe that I almost almost did succeed in beating him when I started to send him balloons when I realized that I was not going to win it. And so I started sending him ZOMGs, which is the most powerful balloon in the game. They are insanely difficult to destroy. They're the green blimps that have like a skull on them. You'll see those soon enough. But then I'm just making sure before I send anything that I'm okay enough to defend anything as well. Because the last thing I need to do is screw something up with my defenses and not get it right. Because he doesn't need to worry too much about his placement, to be honest, because he has a ton of the super monkeys in the Terminator side, so he's doing pretty decent in his defense. He's doing way better than me. Whether you can't really tell that at this point yet, but it is actually possible. So then I'm trying to do the little sneaky snake placement of towers there, which that's the one place you can place cobras and get away with it, is in every map that little whoop thing is there. You can place cobras there if you end up rolling a cobra as your bonus, or if you are that guy who has cobras and has bought them and maxed them, then you can place them there and just destroy people in every game without them knowing what the heck has just happened. It's don't use cobras if you don't want to be a douche. If you don't care about it, then by God, go ahead, use them. They are amazingly overpowered in this game mode here in Bonanza because of their wired funds. You can earn so much money so fast because they are cheaper than farms to buy and upgrade them. And then also the next tier after you have wired funds, which is the first tier, the left side, after I place the next ninja, I'll kind of give you the comparison there. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I just sitting there? Collect money. Do something, me. I must have gone AFK for a minute because I wouldn't normally ever do that. Come on, place another ninja, tard. Like right as I need to say it, of course I don't do it. I'm recording my expression afterward, to basically because it's easier to do, and yeah. So yeah, I'm AFK for a minute again. What am I? Okay, I think I remember what I was doing or why that was happening. All right, so now I think I should be back. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so right here, once I click on it, Discipline Balloon Jitsu, where it says max upgrades, that would say wired funds, and where it says upgrade path closed, it would say like twin guns or something like that, I think, for a Cobra, and that's on the first tier. Once you click on wired funds, right on where it says max upgrades, after that's where wired funds is. After you get that upgrade, the next upgrade is balloon adjustment. Balloon adjustment basically makes all the game's balloons. Every other balloon is upgraded by one tier of balloon. So a red balloon would become a blue balloon. A blue balloon would become a green one. A green becomes a yellow. Yellow becomes a pink, and etc. etc. And then so if you get a ton of these, you can get camo region ceramics by like round 15 with using cobras in this game mode, and it's overpowered and nobody can defend it almost, and it's like insane. There's almost like no way to counter it. There's one way to counter it that I think I've ever seen. So don't use them if you don't want to be a douche. Use them if you want to be a douche, basically. In any game mode, they are the douchiest tower you can use. So you can just see at my money count right now, I'm at 500,000 money. Right now is the amount of money I have. And if you just watch me as I upgrade, like buy an engine, upgrade them, they're doing nothing to it. So if I sold all my farms and got rid of all my eco, I would be just fine at this point anymore, because there's no reason to have the money anymore because I can't use it on anything. Now in his case, where he has all of the super monkeys, this kind of money would be great for him. But but he's clearly doing it as he needs it, and he's doing great. So I mean, he definitely has a ton of spare money like I do right now, like over 100,000 at least, because he's just auto making Terminator. So I mean, which is the ability of a super monkey. So we got still another 10 minutes left in this fight, and which is utterly amazing. Ugh. So like right now I'm about to hit 600,000, and so now we had a game ZOMG there. If you game sent ZOMGs, and I noticed that he used a few abilities out there for that, which was a little surprising. I was like a little bit wondering as to why he had to use those abilities, and I was thinking to myself, maybe I can beat him if I send him some ZOMGs. But I'm like, first I need to get my defenses correct, because if he sends me a ZOMG, because ZOMGs are still getting far on my side too. Like, they're getting further on my side than they do on his. Like, as you can see. But because those are getting pretty decently far, I just don't even bother it. I think I boost here very soon because I'm, like, worried that I'm gonna die or something. And then I forgot about all of my abilities for a point. It's, like, not my most stellar fight, but that's okay. Yeah, but you can just see that he's doing just fine against me. Like, he's doing way better than me, and you can just kind of see that visually. Ooh, I actually just noticed he has a wizard over there that isn't upgraded. I actually just noticed. If you look there all the way on the left side, right there underneath of those big blimps there. He has just a basic wizard. I don't think he realizes it. Ooh, he just got a sun god. Then he sold it because I think he didn't mean to. Yep, probably. He did not do good placement there. He could have got that closer. I'm pretty sure. I try to fit another ninja. I realize, okay, I can't. I need to go collect my money. And then I think I get worried here. No, maybe not. Oh yeah, I have to. There's no way I don't. I don't believe it. Yeah, and then I get worried that I'm gonna die. So I use a boost and then start using a few abilities here and there just to destroy everything. And he does a ton of his abilities there, which then gives me the idea that maybe he can't defend everything. Maybe if I send him some balloons, he'd be in some trouble. And if I haven't said that already, and then he gets a farm again because he doesn't have enough eco, because he doesn't have any eco, and he didn't build it, or he doesn't have any extra eco than the basic 500. Neither do I actually. Oh wait, that's right. I don't build any eco, which that's insanely weird for me. I always build eco. I didn't build eco this game, and that's because I didn't need it, really. I mean, if you can tell, just look at my, like, the amount of money I have backed up right now is insane. Like, I wouldn't need it. I didn't need it. And so he gets more money, he gets in farm again because you can tell that he needed it. So yeah. And then, there are a ton of balloons right there. And then I actually do defend it pretty well, and I was a little surprised by that. So I'm like, okay, I need to stop worrying about him and worry about me and get my defenses up. And so I start getting my stuff done, and I just go to work on these ninjas. Like, it's insane the amount of ninjas I have right now. I was a little disappointed in them and how ineffective they were actually. Normally they do a lot better, so I'm not sure if that was just a tweaked thing like they did in the latest update or not. But I was a little surprised, but that's okay. So yeah, we have about 5 minutes left now in this battle, which means that I should be sending very soon. I think it's like right after this one that I start to send it. I'm pretty sure I have to. It's like I'm about to hit over 1,000,000. I'm about to have 1,000,000 money right now. As soon as I collect all those boxes down there. Right there, boom, $1,000,000 right now. Like, that's absolutely insane. And so I actually sold a farm right there. So I want to get all my stuff off of my field right now, and then I think I'm gonna be starting to send him some stuff. I should be at least because I can't imagine that I don't. I'm at least have to boost here right now or something. I haven't sent us any ZMGs yet in this. I thought I was sending ZMGs a lot sooner than I was, I guess, then. It's a little weird. There it is. Then I started sending a ton of ZMGs, and you can see there, I lost all of my eco immediately. Right there, as soon as I clicked on all those. As soon as I clicked on one, that green number went to 0 immediately. I'm trying to look here and see how much eco it is that you actually lose when you send a ZMG. I think I've continued to work on my defenses because I'm like, I hope he doesn't overreact to this. Because he actually clicked on a balloon boost, which made me think in my head that he was going to send me ZMGs as well. which he actually surprisingly never did. You lose 3,000 eco when you send one ZOMG. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Dang. So yeah, this is getting close to finishing up, and because as you can see, I'm starting to get very overwhelmed right now with the amount of Moabs right now. And like there's oh wait, did he send me one? Oh, he did send me some balloons. I didn't see that. Oh, he did. I didn't notice that. But I never stopped sending. He stopped, but I did not. Interesting. I didn't notice that. And see, right here, I'm pretty sure I thought I was going to win right here. Because you can just, if you look at all of his things, wait, okay, well, this looked different when I was playing the thing because I'm pretty sure the replays show how it actually goes down. But okay, no, this is how it was starting to look. Like you can see ZUMGs are going around that next corner too. And so I thought I was getting close to knocking him down. So like there was ZUMGs taking that turn there. Like there was a few Moabs that got around to that corner here. Whatever. And so I was feeling pretty good about this. But he activates all of his abilities and magically he kills everything and gets my hopes up for nothing, and I was really sad. But as you can see, all of the ZOMGs on mine right here, or the ZOMG right there, and this I believe is my last round. I've got 40 seconds left, so yeah, I'm gonna lose right here. I was not able to beat him. Point of the matter is, mortars are not late game towers. Don't use them for late game because they don't work, simply put. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys actually see this on the replay place or whatever, wherever the replays are shared at, check out my YouTube. It's youtube.com/exeticloe, EXZETICLOE. So yeah, that's my YouTube. Check me out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye. So yeah.